I'm Dan Smith, I'm President and CEO of the Vermont Community Foundation, and if you take one thing away from this night, from this event, and in fact the last 8 weeks in the state of Vermont, take away the certainty and the knowledge and the confidence that Vermonters are always looking out for each other.
Rain and high winds Friday caused flooding and power outages across the region.
You know, that morning of July 10th, when we were seeing the news and hearing the stories about what was happening across the state and the devastation, the immediate reaction here at the Community Foundation was, what can we do? So we worked really quickly to stand the fund up and had that up and running by the next day. That very day we set up the fund, Vermont Public called and said, what can we do? We want to be part of this and we want to make a difference. Let's set up an on-air fundraising campaign. And then the TD Charitable Foundation came in immediately with a $150,000 donation to get the fund rolling. And then National Life Group reached out to us and said, hey, we have our annual benefit concert coming up this weekend and we know we have to pivot it. It has to be about benefiting the flood victims. That raised more than $1.7 million. And all that money from those businesses and organizations that were like, let's do this now, we were able to put grants back out into the community 10 days after the initial flooding happened.
Not only did organizations give money themselves, they actually in many cases launched unique products, and they're just beautiful artisan Vermont things that didn't exist before. And in many cases they donated 100% of the proceeds to our flood response fund.
I think for me as a music lover, one of the cool parts in all of this was all of the music artists and events. There was the Do Good Fest right off the bat.
And it seems like that one benefit concert, it really then snowballed into this incredible amount of musicians responding for Vermont flood efforts.
My name is Noah Kahn. Thank you, Red Rocks.
And then we had the team at the Flynn and Select Design reach out and say, hey, we want to do a Hug Your Farmer. Like, farmers are really impacted by this.
If ever you doubt community, remember the feeling you have in the room right now tonight.
This is not the end by any means. You know, we know there's a lot of recovery left.
We've seen sustained donations from both individuals and businesses that really want to see this thing through.
We don't do this just in times of crisis. We do this all the time. But one of the beauties of times of crisis is seeing that we are capable of coming together despite our differences. And the more we can harness that, the better Vermont's going to be.